Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear colleague and friend, first of all, I would like to thanks to the committee for considering our research finding in this international conference. Our title is Optimal Determination of Tower Height on a Continuous Transmission Line. This is an alternative method to calculate the continuous tower height. This planning method aims for determining tower height from point to point based on geographical survey in a certain area. The current approach is designing tower height is based on practical consideration according to conductor specification and the standard of clearance distance of object under the conductor line. The background for determining tower heights are type of transmission line consists of high voltage and medium voltage, which is depending on their electricity need. For the tower, which is support both sides of the transmission line under the certain tension, need to comply with technical reliability, security, and safety requirements. For the safety, the conductor's tension strength must be below the maximum tensile strength. The sag will appear from the weight and the limited tensile strength of the conductor. For the sag, the height difference between the minimum tower height of a conductor and the tower height. Type of sag, the vertical distance between the minimum height of the conductor and the height of the first tower, and the vertical height of the conductor's minimum height to the height of the second tower. As you can see from the first and the second picture, the conductor span is illustrated by the parabolic equation that has been developed by Jen et al. The equation is as a function of the conductor weight, elevation angle between two towers, span distance, tensile strength of the conductor, wind speed, and the temperature effect. The tower height h1 is much dependent on the angle alpha from the tower height h1 and the tower height of h2, while the tower is in accordance with the clearance area under the conductor line. Therefore, the tower design for the continuous tower height will be matched for the tower height h1, h2, and h3. The continuous tower height, as illustrated in the third picture, the h1 and the h3 are fixed. Then the second tower h2 will be adjusted according to the maximum of h2, or hg equal to hgn. The algorithm of this calculation is as follows. First, input the data for the technical parameter of the transmission line. Second, determine the 0 point with setting the I equal to 1. Third, calculate sag and determine the conductor height curve for the I span. Fourth, determine the I tower height and adjust it to the tower height according to the right table. 5. Calculate sag and determine the height curve of the conductor for the I plus 1 span. Determine the I plus 1 minus tower height through Hg as the function of Hgm and Hgn multiplied by Hg, and adjust it to the tower height standard in the right table. As the case study, we are applying this method for the transmission line from Ulin to Cempaka in South Kalimantan. In this case, the simulation will determine the continuous tower height for transmission line, and we are using the transmission line of 150 kV between Ulin and Cempaka. The PLN plans in this period to reconstruct the current transmission line from 7 kV to become 150 kV. The line will apply to offer tower site of 94 towers. Therefore, the continuous tower height will be affected by the geographical condition of the area, which is mostly flat area, as can be seen from the picture. The simulation result of this continuous tower height calculation is as follows. The sec affected by determination of the tower height. The formulation was based on the conductor curve with the parabolic approach. For the three tower height, the sec value of the two span have also successfully determined. The tower height calculation result saw that the span was different from the right span due to the object under the conductor. The difference in height came from the presence of object under transmission line. From the picture, we can see that the tower height from Cempaka Ulin are mostly located on flat terrain. From the 94 installed tower, there was a significant difference in height in Tower 62 to Tower 64. The tower had to compensate for the height of the 20 kV medium distribution line under the conductor. At this height, the transmission line conductor had an average span distance of 430 meters. From the simulation result, we can discuss several findings as follows. The calculation of the span distance between two towers will regulate the sec, indicate the safe distance from the area under the conductor. The elevation angle determines the tower height. The allowed clearance distance controls the space between the conductor and the object. The minus elevation angle indicates the difference in the land surface from tower T60 to tower 61. That indicates that the tower 61 is lower than tower 60. Land difference for two tower T62, T63, T64, and T65 are relatively decreasing. The span distance is 432.8 meters, where the difference in land surface high in two tower T60 and T64 is around 1.51 meters. The object under the conductor is a plantation with a plant height of 8.5 meters. Now we come to the conclusion in determining the continuous tower height from Ulin to Cempaka is as follows. The first method presented in this paper provides a solution for practical measurement of the transmission line's tower height with comprehensive consideration of all tower construction parameters, conductor specification, and the influence of wind and the temperature below. Second, the application is beneficial and accurate compared to other known methods. The third, the method proved that the safe line curve had fulfilled the lowest allowable limit. Refer to the case study number 4. The 94 towers were on flat terrain. There were only 3 towers with the height of 36.5 meters. They were tower number 62, tower number 63, and tower number 64. The 3 of them were located above the 20 kV medium voltage of the distribution line. The calculation has shown that the height of the tower T61 had a minimum sec of 24.90 meters and the maximum sec of 24.45 meters. Then the height of tower 61 was chosen as 24.5 meters, or equal to T standard 21 meters plus 3. The install tower height for tower T61, T62, T63, T64, and 365 were 24.5 meters, 36.5 meters, 36.5 meters, 36.5 meters, 36.5 meters, and 24.5 meters respectively. Thank you for your kind attention.